whereabouts, if you're going to stop for a pedestrian, whereabouts would you stop? How would you know where to stop the car?
Oh, I'll stop at that giveaway line using that reference point you gave me, yeah?
Excellent, yeah, well done.
I can't remember why, but...
It's so we're not encroaching on the actual zebra crossing. If you went over it too far, it could frighten them if they're crossing, yeah? They might think you're not going to stop. So by stopping at that point, the car isn't on at any point of it over the pedestrian.
Oh, so I'm only going to frighten them a bit, and there's not a problem.
Yeah, you could hit them if they're walking just off the crossing. Then you could hit them. So we need to check our mirrors and then stop at this one. You know the reference point for stopping here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what do we do? If they're still crossing, it goes to amber, what do we do?
Oh, we can go if the crossing's clear, isn't it?
If the crossing's clear. So we need to scan.
Oh, we're going to turn left.
And then we'll turn left here, please. Even if it goes to green, it doesn't mean you can go. It means you can only go if it's safe to do so.
And we're going to turn left.
And then we'll turn left here, please. So again, watch out for pedestrians and always tend to cross at junctions. First warning sign is normally a buggy pushed out in front of you. That means there's a pedestrian close midway. Okay, so we've got to be careful here. So you've got the raised area as well just here. And people don't know what they're doing, so be very careful. And what don't we do as pedestrians if we have to stop here?
Oh, backing them.
That's right.
And we're going to turn left.
And then we'll turn left here, please. So what's the danger of this refuge as we turn left? What we've got to watch out for?
There's nothing there, so not dangerous.
There's nobody there at the moment, but we will have to watch out. Someone could make a dash for it.
Alright.
But most of them don't seem to use the refuges, they actually use a point near them.
Yeah, I was a bit worried back there before we got to that junction when that bloke who's got his backside sticking out of the back of the van.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
And we're going to follow the road straight on.
And we'll follow the road straight on, please. And we've got people approaching the footpath there, but this crossing is got an island in the middle, yeah. So that's two separate crossings.
Ah, it's two separate crossings.
Yeah. If it had been a puffin or a pelican, it would have been one because it's in a straight line. So if it was staggered with a pedestrian.
And at the roundabout, we're going to turn left.
Turn left at the roundabout, please. Sign here for school children crossing. Although the schools are shut, there could be an after schools club or something like that, yeah. Or they could just meet up there and play in the playground or something. So even though schools are shut, just be on the lookout for children. Now we've got the refuse cart here. See the dustmen on your left in their jackets?
Yeah.
So they could possibly walk out in front of us with rubbish, or the driver could jump out the truck. So be prepared for that. Pedestrian walking towards us here. Possible she may try and cross.
That's not a problem, is it?
It would be if she decided to cross the road. Especially when they got their ear muffs all round, they don't always hear traffic.
That was it. That was a lifeline coming out of the road, yeah?
Yes, yeah, she is because she could walk across.
No, that was a lifeline I gave you there, yeah?
Alright, yeah.
She's right next to the wall there, well away from the pavement, walking towards us. She's not really walking, is she?
Yeah, she could be. She's a potential. No, right.
Was that a problem to be that pedestrian?
No, because she was just walking on the pavement there. If she had a child with her in her hands, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to invent situations because we're pedestrians, there's loads of them around,
yeah, no, just saying if she had a child then.
Yeah, but that's you inventing the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, just coming out of roll a minute. With pedestrians, and anticipation of pedestrians, you don't need to make up things because they will happen anyway, especially in a busy town centre, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got these people walking quite close to the road there, so they might try and make a dash for the refuge.
They wouldn't make it, would they?
Nah, not with their car, no. Pedestrian crossing, so check our mirrors and just have a scan and see if there's anyone about.
I could have told you that one.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, so what you can do here?
Oh, zebra crossing, isn't it? Check my mirror. Well, there's nothing there anyway, so not a problem, is it?
No, there's no one there.
And we're going to turn left.
And then turn left, yeah, please.
So you start digging holes again.
Oh. Okay, so we've got a woman here waiting to cross, so we can be prepared for her to make that dash across.
I couldn't see her with your hand there.
Although it's not an official pedestrian crossing, people do cross by those refuges. It's a safer way of crossing because you can cross the road in two halves rather than doing it in one go. Got pedestrians here by the van that could step back out and cause that car to swerve.
Where?
Yeah, I was a little bit late telling you that.
Coming out a road, if it's back there, it's not much point in talking about.
No.
And it wasn't a problem to me anyway, right the other side of the road, yeah? Now we're going to turn left.
And then we'll turn left here, please.
Find a safe and convenient and legal stopping place on the left.
Okay, and we'll find a safe, legal and convenient stopping place just up here on the left.
Okay, you can breathe.
Thank you.
Oh, how do you feel that, Wendy?
Just got to get terminology right, not call them
how do you feel
traffic
that,
lights. Not too bad, I suppose. I kept waffling on about things that weren't a problem and then missing things that were. So
yeah, there was a little bit of waffling, and I realised I can always tell when you're going to start waffling because you start to talk really quick. Yeah, so I pulled you out of that one quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I don't want you waffling on about pedestrians that are not a problem to me, and there's no good trying to bull your way through it. Yeah, we had that pedestrian on the pavement, right up against the wall, walking towards us. She's got eye contact with us. She's not a problem to me, is she?
No.
Yeah.
No,
but that guy who was just before we counted at the High Street, the T-junction, a lot of pedestrians in front of us. But just before we got there was a guy fiddling about in the side of his van.
Yeah.
With his backside sticking out towards me. Yeah.
Mm.
He never made eye contact with me, so he would have been a problem to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with pedestrians, you don't have to make it up because there's enough of them around. Like you try to say, that woman wasn't a problem to me, but she would be if she had a child with her. Yeah.
Yeah. But she didn't, so.
Well, she didn't have a child with her, did she?
No.
She might not even like children.
True.
No, generally very, very good. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed the signals quite early on. As I said to you the other day, I'd be thinking about getting those arm signals out of the way right at the early stages. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that to you is because I know in Luton there's a chance to get them out of the way before you start coming across pedestrian crossings. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so why you want why I had to give you a lifeline about, oh, shall I open the window again?
Yeah.
And even then you hummed and hawed about me opening the window, yeah? It's a bit cold. Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Unless he's actually told you on the word picture that we're only doing signals by indicator only, then I do need to get some practice in at these hand signals.
Right.
And it's probably easier to get them out of the way sooner than later. Otherwise, it means you're going to be panicking at later on and thinking, oh, I haven't done these arm signals yet. You know, so it's in the situation that you're going to be doing them at, and the situation we were in earlier on where we done the brief, get them out of the way straight away, yeah?
Right, so at the test centre, as you pull out those gates to turn left, would that be the first opportunity, or would it be after that? Get him out of the test centre first?
Get him out of the test centre first,
right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's not going to have a chance to be turning the car out of the bay and get his arm out the window.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just control the situation a bit better with the arm signals, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't take your hand off the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I know, I for some reason forget that one. I think it's because it's something you naturally wouldn't do yourself.
But again, we've done a phase 2 just before this, and we've done a phase 1, and you would have passed them both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just that more controlling. You've just got to just remember, keep one hand on the wheel with those hand signals, make that connect the two.
You know, it's as I said to you the other day, relax, let it flow out. It's only when you start speeding up I know that a lot of waffle's going to come out, yeah?
Right.
And we were coming off Station Road where we had the Pelican lights, yeah? And you're calling them traffic lights.
Yeah.
And obviously because a real student would actually get a bit confused, I chucked the back of you.
Yeah.
And did you back down?
No, I started digging holes in.
No, you started digging a great big hole for yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
They're not traffic lights, are they?
No, they're not.
They're... What are they?
Pelicans, puffins.
Yeah, what are they?
Pedestrian controlled crossings.
Yeah. They're traffic light controlled pedestrian crossings, yeah? I mean, okay, it is possible to come across traffic lights with a built-in element.
Yeah.
And you can call them traffic lights with a built-in pedestrian element. But, you know, don't be telling me I've got a set of traffic lights coming up ahead.
Yeah.
I've got a Pelican crossing coming up ahead.
Right.
Yeah, I had to kind of get you to transfer a little bit of power there. You know, we've been around and we've done 5 or 6 mixture of zebra, mixture of puffin.
Yeah.
And you had given me a good talk through on what these zigzag lines and where I should stop and what I should check beforehand. So just to check that a little bit of learning has taken place.
Yeah.
Then just give me a little bit of a prompt. If I don't know, you're not going to get the answer, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll try and remember to talk through 2 of each.
Yeah, and then just see, you know, I'm not saying pass the whole thing over to me and say, right, I'll leave it to you now. You know, but just check a little bit of learning's taken place, yeah?
Yeah.
But that was very good. Well done.
Yeah, just got to remember that. So if I can talk you through two zebra crossings, 2 puffins, and then start asking that, and then that's why I was saying the importance of not beckoning people, because I thought that's quite a dangerous thing. So as long as you can understand, you don't beckon.
Even if you only ask me 1 or 2 questions. Oh, what do I check beforehand? Oh, I check the mirror. And what does you know what the zigzag lines means? Even if you only asked those 2 questions, then he would know where you're coming from, yeah. And he would see that if it was going to carry on, you would actually be asking me a few more questions. So you're not actually transferring power as such. You're just basically checking knowledge, aren't you?
That's what I did ask you about. Zigzags at
yeah,
one
you did,
time,
yeah,
and why wouldn't you beckon people over? And
yep.
yeah,
and that was a good way of doing it. No, that was very good. Right, you can have a relax.